The concept of Tawhid, oneness of God, the foundation of Islamic faith. Islam, as a comprehensive way of life, is built upon a single, foundational belief, Tawhid, the oneness of God. This central doctrine shapes the faith, worldview, and actions of over 1 billion Muslims worldwide. It is more than just a theological concept. It is a way of life that influences every aspect of a believer's existence. What is Tawhid? The term Tawhid comes from the Arabic root wahada, meaning to unify or to make one. In Islam, Tawhid represents the absolute monotheism that lies at the heart of the religion. It is the declaration that Allah God is one, without partner, peer, or rival, and that He alone is worthy of worship. The essence of Tawhid is beautifully summarized in the Quran. Say, He is Allah, who is one, Allah, the eternal refuge. He neither begets nor is born, nor is there to Him any equivalent. Surah Al-Ikhlas 112-14. This chapter emphasizes Allah's uniqueness, self-sufficiency, and absolute oneness, rejecting any notion of polytheism or partnership with Him. The three dimensions of Tawhid. Islamic scholars categorize Tawhid into 3 distinct dimensions, each deepening the understanding of Allah's oneness. Tawhid Al-Rububiyyah, oneness of lordship. This dimension affirms that Allah is the sole creator, sustainer, and controller of the universe. He governs all aspects of existence, from the vast cosmos to the tiniest atom. The Quran reminds us, Allah is the creator of all things, and He is, over all things, disposer of affairs. Surah Az-Zumar 39-62. Recognizing Allah's lordship leads to humility and gratitude, as believers acknowledge that their very existence depends on His will. Tawhid Al-Uluhiyyah, oneness of worship. This dimension emphasizes that Allah alone is worthy of worship. All acts of devotion, prayer, fasting, charity, supplication must be directed to Him alone, free of any intermediaries or partners. Allah commands in the Quran, and they were not commanded except to worship Allah, being sincere to Him in religion. Surah Al-Bayyinah 98-5. Tawhid Al-Uluhiyyah is a reminder that worship is not merely ritualistic, but a sincere expression of love, fear, and hope in Allah. Tawhid Al-Asma wa Sifat, oneness of Allah's names and attributes. This aspect focuses on Allah's unique names and attributes as described in the Quran and Sunnah. These attributes, such as Al-Rahman, the most merciful, and Al-Alim, the all-knowing, belong to Allah alone and are incomparable to anything in creation. The Quran states, "There is nothing like unto Him, and He is the hearing, the seeing." Surah Ash-Shura 42-11. Understanding this dimension prevents anthropomorphism, ascribing human qualities to Allah, and polytheism. Why is Tawhid central to Islamic faith? Tawhid is the essence of Islam and the foundation upon which all other beliefs and practices rest. It provides a clear purpose of life. Muslims believe they were created to worship Allah alone. The singular purpose gives life meaning and direction. And I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me. Surah Ad-Dariyat 51-56. Spiritual liberation. By submitting to the one true God, Muslims free themselves from servitude to false gods, materialism, or worldly desires. Unity among believers. Tawhid fosters a sense of brotherhood and equality, as all humans are servants of the same Creator, regardless of race, nationality, or status. Moral accountability. Belief in the oneness of Allah instills a sense of responsibility. As Muslims understand, they are accountable to Him alone for their actions. The consequences of rejecting Tawhid. Islam views shirk, associating partners with Allah, as the gravest sin. It is seen as a violation of the very essence of divine truth. The Quran warns, "Indeed, Allah does not forgive association with Him, but He forgives what is less than that for whom He wills." Surah An-Nisa 448. Polytheism or idolatry corrupts the purity of faith and leads to spiritual and moral decay. Conclusion. Tawhid is more than a belief. It is a guiding principle that shapes the entire life of a Muslim. It is a call to worship the Creator alone, live a life of purpose, and strive for justice, compassion, and righteousness. Understanding Tawhid unlocks the true essence of Islam and reminds us of the profound simplicity and beauty of believing in the oneness of God. As the Quran proclaims, "So know, O Muhammad, that there is no deity except Allah." Surah Muhammad 47-19. The message of Tawhid resonates across time and space, calling humanity to acknowledge the one true God, submit to His will, and find peace in His divine oneness.